Greetings, good evening, inspired conversations. This is later than content that I normally share, but I am inspired to have a conversation, so it is going to be had. So, the content creator, the gossip, what we call her, gossiper, influencer that I was talking about was Tasha K, but I don't watch her and I didn't want her in my algorithm, so I did not say the name. The brother Dave Anderson that I actually like a lot, whether I agree with him on everything or not. Very smart brother, and I like him. I'm subscribed to him, all that stuff. He was supposed to go on her show and have a conversation tomorrow about foundational Black Americans. I didn't necessarily agree with that. I felt like he should be paid to speak to her, as well as nobody should really speak to her because she doesn't deserve that. To me, I don't think she deserves anybody's time, but people have reasons for why they do things, and that's fine. So as it stands, what I just noticed is that she decided, the sister Tasha K decided not to have Dave Anderson on, but instead have Michi X on. Now, I don't know if you know who Michi X is. I like Michi X, actually. I'm subscribed to her and everything. She's a sister from Detroit, much like myself. She is very active in the Black community. She has done all types of things. I don't know everything that she has done. However, her and I were able to have a conversation a while back and talk about homeschool and just wonderful things. I was actually excited. I like her. I may not agree with everything she says, same as everybody else, because I don't agree with everything anybody says, because that's just me. But I think she's dope. However, she's biracial, and that is disrespectful to me. Not on the behalf of the sister Michi X, on the behalf of Tasha K. Because to talk to a biracial woman about being foundational Black American is it's counterproductive. Biracial women have a different experience if they choose to be raised in the Black community or be a part of the Black community than Black women. Whether those Black women are lighter complected, darker complected, brown, they have a whole different experience. Within our culture and our community, we have colorism issues. My daughter and I talk about this all the time. My daughter is a lighter complected Black woman. Calling her a Black woman is so interesting to me. She's still my baby, but she's lighter complected. My mother is, my sister is, my son is. I come from a family. We are all, we're all through, the spectrum of Black Americans. We really are. And you have a different experience as a Black American woman than you do as a biracial woman. Because as a biracial woman, you can choose to be Black or white. You can choose to be Black or white. And that's one thing that the sister Michi X talks about. She never says I'm Black. She says I am biracial. She'll say things like my white side. Like, she'll literally say things like that because she is making a distinction to let you know I am not Black. I am biracial. So to have a biracial woman have a conversation about foundational Black Americans when there are foundational Black American or Black American, however you want to see it, women content creators who have a large following, to skip over all of them to bring on a biracial woman to have a conversation about being Black and foundational Black American is disrespectful to the lineage. To me, this is my opinion. Other people may not feel this way. Why? because she has a different experience of it. Her experience of being black is different because she's not black. How can she tell you what that's about from a personal standpoint? Her experience in this community is different. It is. And it just speaks to the disrespect of how people like Tasha K, which if she is a black American, these are the things I'm talking about when I say she seems like she's not. Or she's just, again, competing to be a person who is in opposition to the growth within the black community, the building strength and taking control of our heritage and our lineage. She's in complete and total opposition of that. Because to just forego having a conversation with a foundational black American woman and going to a biracial woman is just so disrespectful. It is how they disrespect us as a culture on a regular basis. This is one of the examples. This was why, if you watched any of my previous video where I talked about why I did not vote for Kamala Harris, because she can cosplay as a black woman and not actually have to live life as a black woman. They just profit off our pain, but don't really want to hear what we have to say. That is the action of somebody who is not a black American. That is the action of someone who is not a black American. You just don't want to hear the reality of why people are saying, hey, you know, we are taking control of our culture. We're naming ourselves. We're not having anybody giving anything to us. She's just a horrible, disrespectful person to me to do that. And, you know, she's making money off the culture just like everybody else. You know, again, no disrespect to the sister Michi X. If you know, us both being from Detroit, most people from Detroit are on my page, so y'all know who she is. You know, shout her out and all that other stuff. But I won't be watching. But I also just feel disrespected as a whole, because people really don't want to know the reality behind why things are changing in the way they are within the black community. They don't want to know. They don't care. They just want content. They just want to make money off of us, and they just want to ignore us the same as before. And she's no different. It's just pure and total disrespect to me. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Y'all be well and stay well. Have a good evening, good weekend. Peace.